about to make a play. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them. Do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker. You a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't, you can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Keep it up. Shift. 12, fellas. Here we go. Watch the whip. 11.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's coming. We got double up. Lock.
They run right side with Hunt. And some room to run now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Akeem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Line Hunt.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Check safety, check safety. I got you. Wide, get wide. Check. Shit. 21.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just... about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's good for 21 yards. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Let's go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Switch.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Check.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Check 9. 21. Here we go.
On first down, it's Samuels. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
White.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Steelers.
Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I got you. Hey, watch it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Okay, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
White. 13. I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, gun. 12. Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
I got you. Slam. Showing it.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he complete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
X3, 218, chopper.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on. Alert.
Allen now on 1st down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's 2nd and inches at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
56. Hey, Foxtrot.
Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Jim.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Watch QB drop. Hey, gun. He's cutting you. Hey. 12, fellas, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. McKenzie now to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Switzer. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 11.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Hunt. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Akeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
A sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike's partner. Round 80. Let's go, D. Check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. On the ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Kill. Turn up.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Oh, what a move. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11. Check three.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Washington's got it. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the pitch to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll run again with Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Here we go. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished on...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Hunt 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Half.
Throwing now is Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Check 26. Shift.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 54. Check the outs, check the out, check the out. Check 50, check 50.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is McKenzie. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves